See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. We see them as apostles and elders agree most on the well teachers are apostles in the truth. And we see salutations, so they act most of the pushing the word and not truth, and sincerity, dean and the out, and constantly in season and season, we say Shalom. You know, once again, going into our video here. Now, before continuing to the video, I'd like to put out a disclaimer, right? You know, if you're hearing any noise in the background, there's plenty bad weather. You understand? We're in rainy season, and I know with rainy season, there's plenty bad weather that would be happening on the island. But nonetheless, so continuing back into the video, now before going to the article, I'd like to bring forth the scripture, right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. And that is, hey, being a watchman, you have to give warning. You know, there's a duty, you have to give warning about the things to come. You know, there are plenty of people outside here seeing these things coming and wouldn't give them warning because they know, like, for example, some of these camps outside here, they wouldn't warn only about this particular thing because they don't believe it to be the MOTB. They don't believe it to be the mark of the beast. You understand? But we're seeing it day by day. You know, you're seeing what really and truly the MOTB is, right? And what we have to do is give you all warning of that. And that's all, majority of the times that I do a video on this, I like to always leave a question, you know, throw that question. For these people outside here that's saying that the RFID and the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, right? Then are you all going to take it? Are you all going to accept it when it reach? That is a question I like to ask. That's one of the questions I like to ask. And you know, sometimes I get back comments and people even answer the question. There's talk about there is not the mark and so on. No, the question is, when this thing become mandatory, are you all going to take it? Because just like in this article here, as you can see, it said WEF says CBDC must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society. Now, when you hear that, participate in society, what has come to your mind? You understand? They're showing you a little chip there, you know, a microchip, right? They're showing you what it is going to be implemented, and there's so much articles, so much information coming about the CBDC and what it is they want to do. You already see the change. You already see the changes that they are doing in the banks. You understand? You already see the how much changes they're doing to implement the system, to bring this thing. And this is the thing. When this thing happen, the question is, are you all going to take it or you're not going to take it? And that question is for the men that say that the microchip is not the MOTB. You understand? It's not the MOTB. Some people that say John 3:16 and is something and is spiritual, but as this article say, if you want to participate in society, you must have this thing under your skin, right? Now, what I remind you of, let's go to Revelation chapter 13. This is the book of Revelation chapter 13. I go read from verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So when you hear that, this article now say what? In order to participate in society, you have to have this thing. So no matter where is it, rich, poor, free or bond, you have to receive this mark. Right? It has some that wouldn't take it, and we know them that sincere for the Lord, they wouldn't take this thing. The men of the Lord, they wouldn't take this thing. Right? They would not. So verse 17, it says what? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that no man might buy or sell. So to participate, if you participate in society, that means what? You participate in society means you're in society and you're with them. You're doing the things that they're doing and so forth. So you would be able to what? Buy or sell. So the telling here, what the CBCD telling you is that in order to participate, you will buy, you will sell. You know, you will be in the midst of any society. You would have to have this thing implanted under your skin. So you see how it is. It aligning with the scriptures. But with men that say John 3:16 and something spiritual, whenever you needed that. So you're going to tell somebody John 3:16, you're going to tell somebody Christianity, and they'll sell you some food. You see how it don't make sense. But you see, again, you see how important it is to have right teachers and so forth. Because we need, again, in the end of times, plenty false teachers will come, plenty false prophets and so on. Right? So you say WEF says CBDC must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society, right? You say the WEF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the very near future in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. Right? Now, I just want to say something, right? I did have one on my page. I did 2 previous videos, right? Going into how one of my videos going into the mark and going into the RFID was basically flag reported and taken down, right? And that they deem it as medical misinformation, but again, nothing medical was said there. But you get to understand what it is Esau want to do, right? You get to see what Esau want to do. So hoping that doing this video, it can get taken down as well, right? But going back into the article, it's saying in order to be able to fully participate in society. So when you read Revelation 13:17, it's what, and that no man might buy or sell. So one time, if you it said that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So in order to buy or sell, in order to participate in society, you would have to have this particular thing. You understand? So you see how it aligning, right, with the microchip. You see how it lining up. Because with all this thing, you already see, again, just go and look up, so much brothers did videos upon it, right? With how they change, the stuff in the banks, how they doing things like it basically you have cashless. It have places you can just go in and swipe. It have nobody selling, it have nobody there, just go in, swipe and get your goods. These are the kind of things that happening right before our eyes. Right? So you see, as I say here, to participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. So buy or as Revelation 13:7 you say to buy or sell. Say if you that had the mark. So in order to purchase food and water, you would have to have this thing. You would have to have this thing. Right? And we see in other, again, let's go and look up the videos, let's go and type in the art. You'll see how much articles that going into how much businesses, how much organizations and so forth using this, changing the system to bring in this. Just this week, Elon Musk come on to say that he want volunteers for his ship in your head. Right? Hey, and that is why I start with the Ezekiel to give them warning. Because that is what to do, give you all warning. Whether you're here or forbear. This is the kind of things coming your way. Again, the prophecies have to play out. And this is a major prophecy here. Hey, he ain't playing. He on the move. He on the move. Right? It's a Professor Richard. Let's go back up to this. Right? It's according to Professor Richard Werner, in the very near future, citizens will need to use the latest technology, such as a CBDC chip implant, in order to access their bank accounts. Hey, so you're seeing buy or sell. See if he that had the mark, right? So I think your money, and I know mention. I myself did a video a couple of times going into how the banks changing the banks, what is the banks doing to force you to use the new system, right? So in order to buy or sell, you have to get your money, you have to have this thing. And I'll say that I always go back to the question I always ask. If you're teaching or you believe that the mark is not the microchip, then when this become mandatory, are you going to take it? Are you going to take the chip? Because it's about judgment for take. Just remember, it's about judgment for taking the MOTB. And we know it's again, it's a Mendes teaches something spiritual. It could never be something spiritual. How it is they go and buy and sell with something spiritual? You literally seeing how this aligning with the scriptures. You know, in order to buy or sell right now, you have to use the up-to-date system that they put in place, which is like the cards and so forth, and now they're having the chips and so forth coming, and it already have people with these things in them. So you see what, whether you believe or you don't believe, these things come in. So you say Professor Richard A. Warner is an economist and professor of banking and finance. He is known as the proponent of a new post-crisis monetary policy he called quantitative easing, right? So you see they preparing. You understand? Hey, this take warning now, because this thing soon come. You understand? This thing soon come, right? And you see again. You want to go and type in the CBDC and see the things that they doing. See the kind of wickedness they doing right now. See the kind of things that they're trying to do. Again, there's this week Elon Musk say what? That he was his volunteers for his own. So with him coming out of that, you already know plenty other companies gonna bring forth their own. We in that time. There's no time to be still in a slumbering state. Now, son, rather I take the warning. Rather I take the warning, or you perish. There's no in between. So with that we give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Mekakodash. We see that when it's apostle and elders agreements and everybody teaches our apostle in the truth. And we see salutations of the Akim, we see the pushing the word in the truth and sincerity day in and day out in the considering season and season. We say Shalom.